It's Week 15 of the National Football League, and we have Amon-Ra St. Brown on center stage. And with him, any catch could be a big one. He's the NFL leader in touchdown receptions. It's the Lions and the Chargers, and it's coming up next.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The final 4 weeks of the NFL regular season is upon us. Welcome to the home stretch. Welcome to the booth. Mike Tirico with Greg Olson. Partner, it's Week 15. Just feels like a horse race. We're at the top of the stretch. Now it's the sprint for home.
And up until this point, Mike, every team's goal is, can we be in the conversation for the playoffs in this final 4-week stretch? Where here we are. And if you've done that, well, man, there is nothing more exciting than playing NFL football at the end of the regular season when you're in playoff contention. But for those who aren't, this is where you have an opportunity as a player to extend your career. Get invited back to training camp next season. A lot of teams' years are made at the end of the year, and a lot of individual players' careers are made down the stretch here in these final couple weeks.
So that Detroit offense taking the field for the first time. They'll be led out by the young man in his second season in the NFL.
A lot of things jump off the tape when you watch last week, Mike, but it was really just the overall execution of the game plan that stuck out the most. I mean, not only did he get them in the end zone a handful of times, he protected the ball, and he routinely exploited the weaknesses that they found during the week on film. He's going to be looking to do the same thing over these next 4 quarters. If he's successful, we're going to have a shot to leave here with another win.
With that, why don't we give you a look at his numbers on the ground in last week's game. Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll look to throw. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. That's the first grab of the game for the man leading the entire league in receptions coming into the weekend. He gets his team a first down.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as, my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
Boy, some bulk in the formation on that right side here for 1st and 10. He'll tuck it and take off. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game, a nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
Here's a handoff to Gibbs. And he's brought down after a gain of a couple. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. And this throw batted away and incomplete.
I'm not sure there's any position on defense that's undergone as much of an evolution as the linebacker position. In the old days, they were the physical tone setters. They were the tacklers. But now, it's their ability to hold up in coverage, like you saw there, that allows you to keep those guys on the field for all 3 downs.
And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
Back in the day, Mike, you know how they decided who played offense and who played defense? The guys who caught the ball better played offense, and the guys who couldn't play defense. And now, that's obviously not the case anymore. But this is one of those that still gives defensive players a bad rap. And this is tough here on the opening drive, because sometimes when you miss one early, we've seen head coaches change how they approach 4th down situations. Is he going to get as many chances here? We're going to find out throughout the rest of the game.
The Chargers offense and Brandon Ayuk ready to take over once more. And he has been a big play guy all season. Currently ranked among the best in the NFL in terms of receiving touchdowns. They'll come up here, 1st and 10. Throwing to get going. It's Herbert. And that ball out of reach toward the sideline. It'll be an incompletion.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
Oh, and this one's going to wind up incomplete. That's one you'd think he'd be able to corral. But he can't find the handle, and it's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Well defended there. The quarterback's trying to attack this defense outside the numbers. Those really wide angle throws near the sideline sometimes can be very hard to defend. So give a lot of credit to this secondary. They were all on the same page, and the ball falls incomplete.
Brandon Ayuk, the intended receiver there. And it's going to be 4th down. And no chance of a run back here. This one's going to sail out of bounds. On play action, he'll set up to throw. And that ball incomplete over the middle.
So they made it a priority here early to try to get him the ball in the 1st quarter. But that was their 3rd attempt. None of them have resulted in a catch. I think you got to start looking elsewhere. You don't want to get into a position, Mike, where you feel like you're forcing the guy the ball and forcing your offense to run through him.
Back to the air once more on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield.
This is clinic tape for any young wide receiver out there watching this guy run routes. He has the defender thinking everything is a go ball. Attack him vertically, and then when you get to your route depth, you stick that foot in the ground, you break in, ball's on time, results in a nice 1st down pickup.
He'll look to throw. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
And another great throw right there, Mike. And when you take a look at the numbers, they certainly don't lie. He has just been flat out terrific in this 1st half. His ability to spread the ball around, take what the defense has given him. They've certainly had a lot of success here early on.
Back to the air one more time. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
In the midst of a tight game like that, you're looking for every play that you can make to try to gain advantage. And if you can continue to get after the quarterback, disrupt the rhythm and timing of this quarterback in the 2nd half, that could be the difference of you being able to pull away.
Now they'll set up to throw. That one knocked away and incomplete. Amon-Ra St. Brown, the receiver he was trying to target. 3rd down coming up. Now, faking the give. He's got his man. Right side. It's complete. And they'll move this ball way down into the red zone, inside the 20-yard line. So a big 3rd down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. They're at the 17-yard line now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Gibbs. And good red zone running here, taking it inside the 10-yard line. Pickup of 8.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
They'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Once again, it's Gibbs. And it doesn't appear that he got to that first down marker. They'll only give him a yard, so it'll set up 3rd down. Try to pick this one up on the ground. And they're going to get him down close to the marker. Was he able to reach the ball out? He did. Great spot and a great run. 1st down, 1st and goal.
Really just the same approach that an offense would take on a quarterback sneak, Mike. You don't necessarily have to spring them for a huge gain. Can you buy just enough space up front to pick up 1 yard? That's exactly what they did. Pick up 1st down. The defender saw this the entire way, Mike. He actually ran the route before the receiver even got to his spot. I think they're fortunately this one didn't end up getting picked and going the other way.
That's to the end zone, but they can't connect. It's incomplete. 2 incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Back to throw. He'll try and get there on the ground. And his defense going to get to him at the 3-yard line, bringing up 4th down.
What a nice play defensively. It's always a bit of a challenge. How long do I stay in coverage defending my zone or my man? Or how fast do I come up and pursue?
To the goal line and in. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Touchdown, Detroit. Cameron Dicker, the kicker for the extra point. He's got it. And the Lions will take a 7-0 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. This is going to be taken in at the 3. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. The Chargers offense ready for their 2nd possession. They'll be hoping to match that touchdown from a moment ago. 7-0 our score as this drive begins with a 1st down. Pistol here for Herbert. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5. Herbert keeping it on the zone read. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
Sometimes, Mike, the best plan is also the simplest plan. And for this team, just snap the ball to your quarterback, let him find some daylight, and go get that 1st down himself.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Now a give up the middle, and he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. We'll try again. It's 2nd and 10. Shotgun now for Herbert. That's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Terrion Arnold. Unbalanced look here to the right side on 1st and 10. Back to throw here to begin the drive. Quick slant taken in by Amon-Ra. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. The countdown was on all game, and we've reached the milestone. Catch number 100 on the season. They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Throwing now from the gun. Right back to St. Brown. They connect again. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line.
That last completion's going to go a long way towards at least finishing this 2-minute drive, Mike, with some points. You're already in field goal range, so now the idea is continue to work the clock down, take a couple shots at the end zone. You want to get points, ideally a touchdown, but either way, you have the ball last before the end of the 2nd quarter.
Not much happening there, just a short game. Here's 2nd and 9. One final throw before the break. That's going to be incomplete. They say no to the field goal, but that backfires. They're going to come away with nothing as this first half comes to an end.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and Greg in a moment. But first, time for a look around the NFL to see what's going on here and what's already been an eventful afternoon of football. We'll begin up at legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. DeAndre Swift, over 100 yards in the victory with 2 touchdown runs as well. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And they were winners in their ball game over the visiting Dallas Cowboys. Garrett Wilson, a touchdown catch in the victory. Lastly, let's get to Pittsburgh to check on the Steelers at home in Acrisure Stadium. In that game, all tied with the visiting Patriots. This has been a hard-fought battle thus far. Just the 1 touchdown to this point is still anybody's game at 7-0, as both of these defenses have been out there trying to one-up one another.
Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this 2nd half. Coming up. Just that 1 touchdown on the board. 7-0 the score as the 3rd quarter begins. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. The Chargers offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this 3rd quarter. They trail here by a touchdown as this drive will start with a 1st down. Here's a run to begin this 3rd quarter. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Herbert. That's caught left side by Otten. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up 3rd down.
When you put plays like this on tape, it sends a message to every defender across the league. When you play this offense and this guy has the ball, you better bring it when you come to contact him, because if not, you're going to be on the wrong end. Taking off, he'll try to get there.
It's a gain of 28 as they convert on third down.
You certainly can't fault the secondary here. The coverage was almost too good downfield on third down. The quarterback realized quickly there was nowhere for him to go with the ball, decides to become a runner. He's able to pick up the first down and some.
Now a give on the ground, and a good run there. Going to get him 5 yards. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Out of the gun, here's Herbert. He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
He'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away. And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Lions offense and receiver Amon-Ra St. Brown set for this next possession. He's been filling up the stat sheet on a weekly basis, hasn't he? You get a look at where he ranks in terms of receptions by a wideout. And they'll get this one down to the 35-yard line.
Those are the explosive pass plays that this team is going to continue to mine all day. And you can see pre-snap, the quarterback loved his matchup. He allowed his receiver to work downfield. Perfect throw, and now sets them up.
He bought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll let this go deep for the end zone. And that's going to wind up incomplete. Pressure certainly impacted the quarterback there. Couldn't get his arm all the way through, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. He'll drop to throw. Throwing downfield, right side, and it's caught.
Well, it goes without saying. You want to play wide receiver in the NFL, Mike. How well can you change directions? How fast can you get your body from one direction to another? And when you can cut like this guy, I'm not sure how you guard him. They're just trying to extend the lead here, and this is definitely one they're going to want to have back.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. To throw is Herbert. He'll find his open man. That's Brandon Ayuk.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards. Here comes 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Herbert. And that is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL. And if they want to find themselves having any chance of getting back into this game and winning this one, he's going to have to get a lot better with the ball.
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to tuck it and go. He'll get a dozen out of that one, scrambling his way to a 1st down.
Mike, the defensive line rush plan is critical when you're playing quarterbacks like this. You have to keep him contained in the pocket, because the second he gets out of the pocket, we can see what happens.
Throwing now on 1st and 10. He'll take off again. And he's going to be out of bounds here on what will wind up being the final play of the third quarter. So, from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Gibbs. And he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now this time they'll look to throw. He's going to run it.
These are the plays that just drive the defensive coordinator crazy, Mike. You do everything right, but you don't account for the quarterback scrambling. He's able to get out of the pocket and gain enough for a first down.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
What's the old saying, Mike? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And at this point, there's just really no reason to not just continue to target him. He's been running free all game long, and you can see the numbers. They bear that out. It's evident right from the start that they were going to look his way early and often, and I think it turned out to be a pretty good game plan.
2nd down and 8. They'll look to throw. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It's not often that you see the quarterback almost sacked 3 times on the same play, but that's the effort this quarterback put into keeping that play alive. He was able to get away from 2 guys, but not the 3rd.
And that is incomplete.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
He'll try to run for it. And this is not going to be enough. He is short of the marker. And they have turned it over on downs. Herbert now on 1st down. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
That ball incomplete. Got the hands in there to break it up. Could have been a big gainer. Instead, it sets up a 3rd down. Herbert. The ball comes out. The Lions have got it. And he rumbles his way into the end zone. The fumble recovery. And the great return for the touchdown. And a terrific play for the defense to come up with the score that, Greg, extends their lead and really hurts the offense's momentum.
Mike, it's hard enough in this league when you find yourself trailing in the second half to be able to battle yourself back and try to end up winning this game. But when you have turnovers like that, that not only then extend the lead, it just makes that even a taller task.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out, so they'll take over at the 30-yard line. The Chargers offense ready to come back out for this next possession. The deficit is double digits, so work to do as they begin this drive with 1st and 10. Now he takes off. You can't beat a running quarterback. Gain of 16 and a 1st down. Now Herbert. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, like, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one knocked away. It is incomplete. Very good job defensively. Stayed right with him. And will bring up third down. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Here we go. This is fourth down. He's going to send it downfield for Ayuk. And he will score. Brandon Ayuk, touchdown Chargers. That gives him 14 touchdowns for the year. Throwing, Herbert. That is incomplete. And the two-point conversion is unsuccessful. A one-score game late, and you figure they got to have this one as they'll try an onside kick.
All right, so you take your shot, you don't get it. But now your defense has to save the day. You've got all 3 timeouts. You've got to get a stop here, force them to punt the ball back, and give your offense a chance to win the game.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. On play action, he'll set up to throw. Oh, and a pressure there. He can't get a throwaway, and he's taken down. Work to do following the sack. It is third and long. Now, faking the give. And this ball incomplete on third down.
It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often. And it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
And he's going to have a Lions first down, and it's a... down there defensively. Somehow they allow them to convert on fourth and long. Now they'll set up to throw. He keeps it himself. Now they are in business inside the 15-yard line.
I can tell you from firsthand, Mike, seeing it unfold, runs like this demoralize any defense. I mean, he's been doing it pretty much since the beginning of the game, and they have yet to find an answer for keeping him under wraps. He has run wild from that quarterback position.
And this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play.
And that's exactly how you stress all week, finishing a game. Get the ball and leave no doubt. But that late touchdown, Mike, that should all but just seal this victory away.
Dicker, good with the extra point. And the Lions will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. The return starts from the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Chargers as they get set to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Now it's Herbert. Whoa.
You can see here, Mike, the impact that sending your receivers deep does to the defense. You add so many layers, and the defense has to get so much depth in their pass coverage. It leaves a lot of room underneath, and that's exactly what the quarterback takes advantage, tucks the ball down, turns into a runner, picks up the first down.
Important moment here, 3rd down and 4. Here's Herbert. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's 4th down.
In these critical moments of the game, Mike, you always turn to your best players, and that's exactly what they did here, and they just weren't able to connect. Give this defense a lot of credit. They knew when it was crunch time, where did this quarterback want to look, and they were ready, and they took him away.
Now or never, they'll throw on 4th down. And he's going to go down. The pressure, once again, too much. And that should wrap this one up. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. Man is open, middle of the field. It is caught. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line.
And you think back to the first half, Mike, just how well he threw the ball, and you thought maybe this defense would come up with some answers in the second half to slow him down, but so far that has proven to not be the case.
They'll try to sneak it here, and this is going to be a touchdown. They are going to extend the lead here in the final minute of play. Kicker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions are able to extend the lead. Down to the final few seconds of this one as the kick is away. This one fielded at the 15. And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line. Here we go. One final play. Downfield, and it's caught by Ayuk. And it's going to be some points here at the finish line. This is a touchdown. They've fought till the end, but still will come up short. The final act now of this football game, the extra point. He's got it. And the Chargers are able to edge a bit closer. So it's a win here for the Lions. And right away you can point to the turtle. Always key. Tells the story so often. It did here again today. Their offense didn't turn it over at all. They finished on the plus side with the takeaways. As a result, they're going to come away with the victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olsen and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long, everyone.